Hi, I'm Dave Ledwell. Let's talk about small business fraud. Fraud can impact any business, but we find that small businesses can be especially vulnerable for a few reasons. First, small and mid-sized businesses often are operated more informally, with friends and family members as employees, for instance, which can lead to less supervision. Also, employees in small businesses often wear many hats, which can lead to a lack of checks and balances. There may be an absence of policies and explicit operational guidelines, which can lead to abuse. And small businesses often don't have adequate IT security measures, software, or resources in place. Here are 4 current trends in small business fraud that businesses need to be made aware of. The first is employee fraud. Employees have the inside track, and they understand how your business works. They have access to the books, the inventory, and the cash in your business. Whether it's inventory going out the back door or cash being taken out of the register, employees have both access and opportunity to commit fraud. Unfortunately, customers are also a major source of fraud. They may write bad checks, use stolen credit cards, or even file a fraudulent slip and fall claim against your business. Contractors can also be a source of fraud by overcharging, overbilling, receiving kickbacks, or simply by failing to perform contracted work or services. Data theft by outsiders and other forms of cybercrime are also in the news almost daily. Hacking, phishing, and identity theft are all growing issues. Now, it's important to note here that businesses generally have less protection than consumers do in cases of fraud and can be held responsible for damages when a fraud in your business impacts others, like credit card processors, shareholders, and insurers. If you experience fraud in your small business, you should take these immediate steps. First, try to isolate the issue. If you suspect an employee, for instance, send them home and restrict their access to the business or its employees while you investigate. You're also going to need to make some calls and get some help. Your first call should be to your attorney, and the second to a trusted accountant. Both of these professionals can help you uncover the issue and preserve evidence that you may need to pursue action on the perpetrators. They may also direct you to law enforcement in some cases. You should also call your insurance company if you are insured. They will want to see the evidence that you have, and then they may assist you in filing a claim if you have coverage. When it comes to credit card transactions, there are 2 main types of fraud. The first is card present fraud. This is point-of-sale fraud, where the actual plastic is present and used in the transaction. You can reduce your risk by accepting chip-enabled credit cards. Using the chip feature makes it more difficult for thieves to use fake cards with stolen numbers, since the keys to making the card work are located in the chip, which is very hard to counterfeit. The other type of card fraud is called card not present. These transactions are typically done over the phone or web-based. Fortunately, if your small business does experience fraud, there are many resources that you can take advantage of to ease the pain. For instance, your financial institution may be able to help if your credit card or business account is compromised. Federal and state governments can also assist you. They provide online resources to assist small businesses in the fight against fraud. But the last and perhaps most important idea I'd like to leave you with today is that when it comes to your small business, prevention and planning are your greatest weapons in your fight against fraud. You guys are good cheerleaders. Got a little growl going right there. I cannot talk that fast.
You give him a nice move.
And I have marbles in my mouth. I just had to.